Hey guys, J-Man here. We're back again talking about some wrestling, of course, and just a few updates before we get started. I did pass 1,000 subscribers, so thank you to everybody who helped me get there. It's awesome. It's been a long journey, but we're getting there, so that's good. I hope everybody is enjoying the content, and I really appreciate everybody who subscribed and who likes and shares and all that good stuff and who comments. So it's been great. I'll do some sort of 1,000 member stream thing at some point. We just have so many lined up right now that I didn't think I would get to 1,000, so we're just trying to like somehow figure it out and squeeze it in. Okay, so some updates this week. We're going to see. So actually, no, tomorrow night I'm going to be on the Action Elite. So make sure you're subscribed to the Action Elite. The link to the Action Elite is in the description of this video, plus my other videos. And we're going to be talking about Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze. So that's going to be a lot of fun talking tomorrow with the guys about Roadhouse, and that's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. That's a Wednesday. Thursday, the gang and I are going to see Ant-Man Quantumania, so we won't be streaming on Thursday. So Friday's stream will not be a versus. Instead, Sean and I are bringing back one of our oldest. This is like our oldest podcast. We used to do at first it was the Bronze Age of comics. Then we just called it Marvel Classic Comics. And we just called it Classic Comics. So Sean and I are bringing that back. So we're going to have 3 shows on rotation in the Thursday, Friday slots. Okay. So this Friday, we're going to do Avengers. We're doing Classic Comics, Avengers number 8, which is the first appearance of Kang the Conqueror, if you call him Kang the Conqueror. He appeared earlier in other issues. I can't remember off the top of my head now, but he wasn't really called like Kang. The way he looks and the name of Kang is Avengers 8. So that's what we're going to talk about on Friday. So we're not going to do an Ant-Man stream. So we're not sure if, because we're seeing it Thursday night. Usually people might not go till Friday or Saturday. So I'll probably just post my Ant-Man review and that's it. So we're not going to go too crazy talking about Quantumania. So there's that. So let's do a quick check. I did post a poll. And what do we got here? We already have a vote, and I can only have 4 options on a poll, unfortunately. So I couldn't put all 6 competitors. So what I just did was I put Asuka and Raquel separately because I guess they might be the front runners. And then I put Liv/Natalia and then Nikki /Carmella. Steve and I will talk about it though, more in depth as to like what's exactly like who we actually think is gonna win. So we will get to that. So until then, Steve's running a little bit late. So I just wanted to do a couple of other hey, let's see. Oh, hey, Brian, you picked who you were saying? Yeah, I think you picked Asuka, right? I'm pretty sure it's going to be Asuka, because I don't really know like what else they can do. Like it's not going to be Liv and Natalia again. I just feel like Natalia is not going to do it. I don't know. It may be Raquel. If it's any one of the others, that would be kind of interesting, but also a bit weird. I think Asuka's on her last run here. I think she wants to do one last final run, and then that'll be it for her. So that's what I'm thinking is happening. So that's why they're gonna have her win that. So yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, I for the 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do a stream. I haven't got anything planned yet. I'll figure something out. I was gonna try to do something this weekend, but we're a little bit busy. It's Family Day in Canada this weekend. I don't know if you guys in the States have Family Day. So that's a holiday. So we got a holiday on Monday, so it's a long weekend for me. And I know Sean does a lot of family stuff, and Steve does a lot of stuff, and I do a little bit. So it's hard for the three of us to coordinate on a family day weekend. Plus, we're seeing Ant-Man on Thursday, so the only other day I can stream at all is Friday, and I really want to do Avengers #8 and talk about Kang from that issue, because I'm pretty sure they're not going to have a great. Well, I could be wrong. Kang in this movie may or may not be great. I didn't think he was that good in those Loki final episodes. So I don't know. I might not even do an Ant-Man stream, to be honest. I've kind of reverted back to what I originally started with this channel, which was mostly just comics. We do the wrestling streams just on the side because I happen to like it, and it gives Steve and I something to talk about that's just uniquely our thing. Brian, the others don't make sense. Yeah, no, I know Steve does not like Corey Graves as in the commentary. Yeah, I don't think Carmela's going to win. I mean, she just came back. Look, it's got to be Asuka, maybe Raquel. I don't know. I don't think there's any other, like, what are the matches? Like, there doesn't seem to be a heck of a lot of matches going on that really concern us. Obviously Sami Zayn, who's gonna lose. I mean, I can't see. I mean, I like Sami Zayn right now, but I can't see him winning because it just seems like, well, Cody has to win. I don't even understand how this universal belt works. If Sami Zayn wins, does he get both belts? Like, when do they split those belts up, if ever? I don't know. It just seems really weird to me. The other thing I want to show you guys, and I should have had this ready. Let me see if I can get this ready real quick to show you. I picked up. You can't see it. You can't see it behind me here, where my wrestling stuff is. But hold on a second. Let me see if I can get a picture of it here for you. Let me see if I can save this picture. Oh, it works. Yeah, it works. Okay, let's see. All right, let me see if I can upload this so I can show you guys. It'll only take a second. If it will upload. If not, I'll just share my screen. It's fine. Of course, it doesn't work. All right. So let's share my screen. I picked this up. So this is a plaque that's got Becky with the 2 belts, and you've got the piece of the ring there as well. So I grabbed this. It was on sale. I don't know how much it costs now. $79. So that's probably American. So I it was down to like 50 something, and I grabbed it. No, it wasn't. Couldn't have been 50 something. $80. Okay. So anyways, but I grabbed that. So that you can't really see. It's like, you see here, there's the Bailey one, and then above that is the Becky Lynch one. So I had to kind of adjust some things over here as well. So it's both belts. Okay. So will they ever split those up, you think? I mean, like, it feels like they need to split those up. There's a lot of competitors that want to have a shot at the title or whatever, right? So I don't understand how that's gonna work. So yeah, like, they've got to split it up at some point. The other thing the other thing I want to mention about Ant-Man is that before we get, Steve is coming here. I don't want to talk about stuff until Steve gets here, so we're just gonna shoot the shit for a minute. The thing with Ant-Man, I mean, look, I liked Ant-Man 1, and I like part 2 is like, okay, I just don't like when the hero is being made fun of, and I feel that this movie is going to have a lot of Ant-Man getting made fun of by Wasp, probably by is it Stature, his daughter, or I forgot her name, the hero name, and because we already have what's his name making fun of him anyways, so it like Hank Pym. So there's just too many people making fun of the hero, and it always just kind of turns me off. Yeah, I don't know what's yeah, they need two general managers, I guess. Because none of the I mean even the tag belts, they're the universal undisputed or whatever tag belts too, right? It's just weird because now each guy's carrying two belts. So you got one guy, you got like it's like the bloodline has like what six belts walking around walking around with six belts. It's great. It's crazy. But yeah, so everyone so far has been voting for Asuka. She's at 100% for the pick. Okay, well, I'll talk a couple of things then, just to kind of get going. Um, so with NXT, we had the champs. I can't remember. I can never get. Is it? What are their names? They were Katana and Caden or whatever, right? Caden and Katana. Yeah, that's their names. So they're done. So we had Kiana James and Fallon, who are the champs. Oh, hey, let's see. Yeah, we said something. We said that might be funny. That could be something like that. That they're all part of it. I saw. Oh, you know what? I wanted to say this. I was on a Nikita Lyons. I don't know if I did. I say this last week where there was there was someone pretending to be her asking. Yes, I did say that. That's still going around on Facebook. So it's pretty insane that that's still going around. But yeah, I did. We talked about that. Joe was saying like, yeah, maybe it was everybody, but then like it was just like I don't. How did Nikita not see what was going on? That's just weird. But yeah. All right. Well, we got Steve in the back now, so just give me 1 second to get his intro up. Where are we? Where the hell are we? Oh, here we are. Hello.
Hello. You know, if they had just kept the very tiny amount of women's wrestling on Raw like they normally do, I wouldn't have been late.
Oh yeah, no, I couldn't stay up for it last night. I did I was on Clobby's stream talking about Earth B stuff, so Bob Haney stuff.
Oh yeah.
That was absolutely the best. Those are the best. Those are literally the best. I'm just gonna buy. I'm buying them. I'm gonna buy every time we review one. I end up buying it. And I'm buying a few ahead now because we know what we're gonna do for the next couple. So I'm starting to buy them ahead of time.
You might as well get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way. But so yeah, and then the problem is that so his like for him it's early, so he does back to back streams. So then I usually Monday I'll watch Raw, but the problem is because for me it starts at 7 p.m. For him, he starts at 6, right? So it goes into the beginning of Raw. Then I'm always behind.
Yeah.
Like I PVR'd it, so I can watch it live, like back, like even though it's an hour in, I can start, you know. So I start watching it while it's going. But then the thing is that he was also doing some Superman stuff on his stream. So I was like, well, I really want to catch his stream. I'm not on the stream, but I just want to be there. So I started listening to his stream. I'm like, you know what, man? It's like I've just missed a lot of Raw. I'm like, you know what, screw it. And I was really tired. I'm like, I can't stay up till 11. I'm just gonna go to sleep and I'll work it out today. So I kind of worked it out. Yeah. So that's yeah. So we're I was just about to talk about together. Okay. So they had I'm just gonna do it. We're doing it in order. So Kiana and Fallon, they're the champs. They had like a party, and then they're like, okay, so she knows that they cheated. Whatever. That's just gonna be ongoing for a bit. We had Sol Ruka versus Zoe Stark, and Zoe won. Which I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I don't mind that Sol Ruka's losing. It's like they're saying, oh, she's new, and so it's like she's just impressing people with like the flashy moves and and
Yeah. I
she'll
mean,
get better. She'll get better, kind of a thing.
this was a good match, though. It wasn't given a lot of time, but like you have the energetic and acrobatic face versus the crafty and hard striking heel. I think that combo was very good.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only thing is that Zoe Stark is still pretty popular with the fans. It seems. I don't think. I mean, she's attacking people after the bell and all that, and blah blah blah. But people really like her still. I don't know. She hasn't really made that heel turn 100% in my opinion.
Yeah, there's no heat on her really. It's
No.
like people still think she's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
I don't know. She's kind of in this like weird zone. Like it's not that I don't know. She's just there. It's like okay. I mean, I'm okay with her being on her own, and they see how it goes.
I mean, I'm fine with that. It's just that like I don't know, like they'd had her attack Soruka, but then Soruka just did that amazing flipping stunner thing, and I'm
that
like,
was awesome.
The Soul Snatcher, and I'm like, you know, like even that beatdown, like as we've seen with the men, you need them to go a bit too far to really get the heat on, or just name them Dominic Mysterio. That's the only two ways to get heat that I've seen.
Yeah. Dominic's is the best. And we'll get to the toxic thing in a second. I'm listening to your stream while I was doing other things, and I was in the chat. Oh, awesome! That's great. Thanks, Brian. Well, if you're doing the Clobberin times ones, those are great. With the Earth B for Bob Haney is just the best. It's just they're so wacky, and like Batman sucks. And I had an epiphany last night that the Earth B Batman is what Chris Pattinson is based on, because he always seems to lose or get messed up. And it's like Bob Haney doesn't like Batman. I'm like, yes, this is the Pattinson Chris, or what's this? Yeah, Pattinson. Yeah, this is the Pattinson Batman or whatever.
All
right,
we hate Batman.
Yeah, he can't solve anything, and he's an idiot. So then we had Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. They're talking whatever. Then we had Isla Dawn versus Tatum Paxley. That was the actual match. Isla Dawn won. I like Isla Dawn, actually. I actually like these two together. I think this is like pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, Tatum Paxley, they did this whole, you're not really in the diamond mine. And I'm like, okay, like, is that even a thing? But I guess they're trying to make it a thing. And then she beats her because Tatum Paxley is a jobber. And then, I don't know, there's going to be a beatdown afterwards. And Ivy Nile.
Ivy Nile, yep.
Comes in to break it up, leading theoretically to a tag team match between Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus the Diamond Mine girls. And I'm like, okay. I mean, the one thing that's weird about this alliance is Alba Fire just seems to be a solo act to me. Like, she's with Isla Dawn, but she's just standing there with her red wiffle bat. And I'm just kind of like, I'm not feeling anything with this team. Like, I should feel a lot more than I do. Like, you got two crazy Scottish girls. I have zero idea how this is not really working that well.
Yeah, it seems like it's like awesome. It seems like this is the best idea ever, and then it's just like nothing's happening.
Nope.
I just realized I forgot to remove Nia Jax from our thing. I'll remember it.
Okay. She's under you, not me, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah. Okay, so we had Roxanne interview, and then Kane Quintana come out, and they're all pissed off because of reasons.
You know, this is like a weird heel team, but I kind of dig them as heels, like very like whiny, petulant, like, oh, well, you didn't lose your belt, which is a ridiculous argument, but it's just ridiculous enough to work as a heel turn.
Right.
Like, just that completely, what are they talking about? They're just, that argument makes no sense. Like, why don't you pull strings for us to get a rematch? It's like, why the hell would I do that?
Yeah, why is that a thing?
I have nothing to do with you guys. Well, you're the champ. Yeah, go talk to Shawn Michaels. I mean, this was just written weird, but I kind of want to see Katana Chance and Caden Carter go heel, because they were very featureless faces.
Right.
Like, they were good in the ring, but like as characters, they were like, you know, let's go to the bathroom if they were talking sort of situation. So,
right. Yeah, I mean, I do like them, so let's see what they do. I like them now I like them at the very end of their tag team reign, and I'm like, I like these girls. Oh, they lost. Okay, well, then they lost. So, yeah, let's see what happens with them. I know you're pumped up for this one. Yeah, my girl Soruka lost to Zoe, but she had to do. Yeah, no, that was awesome.
That move is absolutely ridiculous.
she's just awesome and everything. Like, I don't know. I just really liked her. Like, you know, we were there. I was there for her first match, I think. Yeah, we were already streaming by that
Yeah.
point. And I just got pumped up for her. She seems cool. Like, I've seen her on her Instagram and stuff, and she's just like, yeah, I'm cool. Nikita Lyons does a lot of live stuff on Instagram. Like, she said, I couldn't catch it. She said I was like the first or second person on. So I was like, hey, greetings, you know, from Canada and all that. And the thing is, by the time she kind of realized what was going on, so she already said hey, and then it kind of passed. I was like, crap, and then she didn't say my name. So I would have had another shout out, right? Like, as I've got the Lacey Evans shout out, I would have had a Nikita Lyons shout out. I wasn't fast enough. But yeah, okay. So then we had Tiffany Stratton and Thea Hale, which was bloody awesome. Tiffany's like, you know, Chase, you sucks, and Thea Hale is like having a like meltdown or whatever. And then she's kidnapped, and it's like, oh.
I gotta say, Jay, man, the exchange between Tiffany Stratton and Thea Hale was awesome.
It was awesome.
She completely got me when it's like, I got 2 words for you. It's like, oh yeah, Chase you. No, right. Suck it. I was dying. Was awesome. I love Thea Hale so much.
Yeah.
Her and Tiffany Stratton could have a daily locker room segment,
or and
I would be happier than you know, like, I just love Thea Hale, man. She's so enthusiastic. She's so like over the top enthusiastic, and Tiffany Stratton is so over the top, you know, narcissistic, and she's doing her makeup and like, oh, you know, like these two together was a genius stroke. And then Tiffany turns her back, Thea gets kidnapped, and Tiffany doesn't notice. Like, she is so involved, she doesn't even notice the person she was just talking to has been kidnapped by the Rock's daughter. Like, so ridiculous.
I wrote Rock's daughter too. Because I forgot her name in the moment.
Ava Rain.
Ava. Yeah, it's like, what is happening here?
I mean,
and then she got unkidnapped because there's going to be a match or something. So I guess she's been rescued.
Yeah, she showed up later on.
So she's been brainwashed or something. Like, what? I don't know if she's been like.
I don't know.
Clockwork Orange or something.
Very odd. Like, she was kidnapped. She showed up. She freaked out. Duke Hudson jumped down to like comfort her, leaving Andre Chase. And by the way, Andre Chase doing the give me a C, give me an H, give me an A. He's like kicking the guy, give me an A. Genius.
No.
Chase U is my favorite thing in NXT.
It is like, pretty funny.
Just the 3 of them there. I cannot stop laughing whenever I see them. It's just so preposterous. I love them.
I think the best was handing out the awards and stuff. And the president.
I love lining up to give him Christmas gifts.
Now, please form a line. Present your Christmas gifts, and that guy didn't have one, and then he's like, "Oh shit!" and he took the other guy.
I don't know.
And he's giving him the wrong. He's like, "I'm allergic to this food. Why are you giving me this food now?"
I hope Chase U never ends.
it's yeah, if you got kidnapped,
yes.
You're like, yeah.
Yes, we remember.
Makes her watch the Rock movies. That's right. It's gonna be called. They could call it a Rock Work Orange. But then Thea Hale does, like, she's so hyper, she doesn't get fazed by it. Is that all you got? I can take more. It's like, oh my god. Okay.
Oh god.
Then we had Valentine Feroz with
Valentina Feroz did the impossible. She got pinned with brass knuckles on her hand.
Yeah.
How do you lose with brass knuckles? It's like she didn't know what to do with them. She just
what do I do with this?
Yeah, she just stood there. She got destroyed.
And like Wendy Chu is in her corner. It's like, okay.
Why is Wendy Chu there?
I don't know. And Lyra Valkyria and then Electra Lopez came out, gave her the brass knucks, and then she didn't know what to do with them, and then she just dropped. It's like, all right. Yeah,
she got pinned with the brass knucks on her hand.
Oh, Rock Work Orange. Did you like that? The a Rockwork orange. It's
Oh
like
my god, man, that is
and he's there
brilliant.
with a smile. He's like comes out with the smile. It's like it's like no. It's like I can't take it.
She's like, no, I can fight it. Rockwork.
Oh. All right. So yeah. So for I don't care about this person. Okay. So we had Roxanne and it was how do you say her name? Mako.
Michael San.
Mako Satomura.
Santora?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it right. 1 second. I'm gonna look her up.
I'm pretty sure it's Mako Satomura, I believe.
Satomura.
Satomura. Okay.
Satomura.
Satomura. Okay.
Satomura.
And then it was Kate, and then that was going to be, I guess. So they're going to be fighting the two girls today.
Yep. Well, I'm pumped for that because Mako
whatever
is like, she was the NXT, like she is phenomenal. I saw highlights of that one match she had, I think against Roxanne Perez, and she was doing moves. I'm like, holy shit, this is awesome. She is a highly decorated Japanese female wrestler, and I'm excited because I never got to see that match. I just saw highlights. I'm excited to see her in action because she looked awesome from what I saw of her. She looked
so really I'll probably watch that right after the stream.
Yeah.
Then we had a ding dong hello. Yes, we had a ding dong episode with Toxic.
Why was Bailey wearing a sling?
I don't know, but then she was fine after that.
Yeah, she was fine on Raw. No swing in sight.
Man, okay, so I mean, that's it. Toxic Attraction is done. Gigi tried to escape by going through the door.
That prop apparently malfunction day.
Yeah, it was supposed to open.
She really got.
Oh, I saw her. I saw
the Instagram pics, and I was like, "Oh!"
I saw the Instagram pics, and her face looks good now. She's actually like very good looking. If you see her really just normal. Like I mean, I know she puts on like the big makeup and all that. She still looks good, anyways. But and it's like her face was beat up. I was like, oh no, like
she looked like she got battered.
Yeah, that was not good. So she's going to be out for a bit.
When she was crying, I actually was like, that sounds kind of legit.
Yeah. Man, oh God. This is the thing with these. I mean, props. It's like it didn't open, and it's like, and what are you supposed to do? You got to remain in character, and you got to pretend like this is all cool, and it's like someone just got their face smashed.
Yeah, JC Jane was still like, on Twitter or whatever social media platform. She's like, oh, I woke up today. It was good not to have all that dead weight. Good morning to everyone except Gigi Dolan. No. Like, she's got to stay in character, but it was just like, honestly, she must be horrified by what happened to her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, and they've got to stick with it and play it off and make fun of the person and all that. And pillow puff pajama girl can work, but her gimmick is bathroom break. Yeah, I know.
Wendy Chu needs a new gimmick stat.
Yeah. New gimmick stat.
At least she should come in to Enter Sandman from Metallica.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
If she's gonna do that, come in by Enter Sandman.
That's the Sellout album. Be careful, Steve. You might lose some of the metalheads. I still like that album, and I still will say that if I take Load and Reload, I can make one good album out of those two. Then after that, Metallica's dead for me. I actually think the albums got slightly weaker. I know Master of Puppets, everyone thinks that's the best. I like Kill 'Em All. Ride Lightning's good. Master of Puppets is good. Justice for All is good. I don't mind the Sellout, the Black. I like Reload. Well, if you combine them, I made the perfect load. I was making the J-Man mix of Load and Reload, and people were like, I like that. It's like, I just picked I picked like the 4 best from the one and 4 best from the other and merged them into one album. They're like, yeah, that's perfect. I do like the Sellout album. Look, I was at the right age for that. So, I wasn't a big thrash guy anyways. So, whatever. I like Enter Sandman, the song. So yeah, but yeah. Okay. So that was like, That was pretty crazy, really. Like when it was all fun and games, and then she got smashed into the friggin' door.
Yeah,
It's like,
that thud was way too loud for it to
yeah,
be.
no, I know. I was like, whoa, that's weird. And I was even thinking, like, was she supposed to get kicked through the door? It was supposed to be like the Shawn
It's
Michaels
supposed
thing,
to
like we
be.
said.
It was literally. You could see Shawn Michaels was
Yeah,
doing the.
is his thing.
When
Yeah.
I kicked Marty Jannetty, we're going to do something similar. You know, the thing is that I think Jannetty got kicked through a glass, like it
Yeah,
was
the window, the barbershop window.
right, which was candy glass, right? It wasn't
Yeah,
real.
it's fake. Yeah, it's fake. It's nothing.
But that door was a
No, it's a
door.
real door.
It's solid. That if you're making that wood for that door with the same material at the table, that shit ain't breaking.
No, that's like if you go to like IKEA, you could buy these like we bought them for our escape room. We bought like these like smaller door, like they're not like a huge door, they're like a smaller door.
Yeah.
But it's a door. Like I mean, if it's locked, like it's 3/4 of the size of the door behind you. So you get kicked into that. You're getting kicked into it. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, Master Puppets is your favorite. Yeah, that's okay. Listen, look, the first three are 10 out of 10. I mean, I like Justice as well. The bass I think was turned down on that one, which it's a whole thing. But Kill 'Em All, man. I don't know. Kill 'Em All. I can't think of one bad track on Kill 'Em All. Let's take a look. NXT has been teasing you out to give me pajama girl. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I know. Like, we got, you know. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much just it for NXT, but that was a crazy way to end it. And like, you know, Bailey's just like, okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm just doing my thing inside here.
Bailey was the perfect, I guess, host for that, right? Because
pretty much,
you know, she was a heel. Gigi Dolan's now a face, which I'm super interested to see how she becomes a face.
Right.
Of the two, she makes the most sense to be a face, but
I agree.
she's not Scream face at all.
Yeah. Well, she's going to come out and just be angry and be like, how could you do this to me? And and then they'll start off from there and then see where it goes. Like JC is the more like mean girlish one out of the two. Like just by by physical looks.
Yeah.
So you know, that is what it is. So they're obviously not going to do Tiffany Stratton with Toxic Attraction, and I guess that's fine. They can let her go on her own.
No, when I thought about it, Toxic Attraction would both had to turn face because Tiffany Stratton is all about Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not gonna right. Yeah, exactly. It's just it feels weird that Mandy Rose is gone. It still feels weird. It's just like, this is so weird. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it doesn't feel right. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of hope they bring her back like sooner rather than later.
Yeah, they could certainly figure out something, but I don't know, man. Like someone will snatch her up, AEW or one of these guys who won't care if she has
with the amount of money she's making on OnlyFans, why go back? Why even bother going back to wrestling? You can make that amount of money doing that and screw it. But
I'm wondering though if she's not on something, like eventually will people just not get tired of it?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's like you need to be the celebrity. Like if you're just like an attractive woman and you're going on saying, "Oh, I'm going to show you, you know, my goods" or whatever. It's like, okay, well, whatever. No one cares. It's like it's the fact that you're a celebrity-ish and you're doing it. Once you're not a celebrity anymore. I mean, I walk down to the mall here on any given summer day and be like, "Oh wow, she looks good. There you go, give her an OnlyFans." But are you going to pay for it? It's like,
well, university, you couldn't throw a rock without hitting an attractive girl.
Oh, they're all right. So I mean, but that doesn't mean you're good enough to to try to get people to pay money to see you.
Yeah,
it's the celebrity status, right?
Yep.
So yeah, so Mandy got getting CM Punk chance in the championship matches. Yeah. In my opinion, they should.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
I think, Joe, that's a bit of a crime that they didn't bring them up as a main roster. Like they had a couple matches, but it wasn't enough. And you know, I honestly feel like they spent too long in doing Toxic Attraction NXT. They needed to bring them up much, much sooner.
Right.
But
Oh, so let's get to SmackDown. We had my girl Lacey versus the Marquis. Said Carmen, but I don't remember which announcer, but the guy said Cameron,
yeah,
and I was like, oh no, which one is it? I don't know.
it didn't matter. Her name was Mud at the end
Yeah, her
because
name was
Lacey went
Bud.
through her like mud.
I love the forcing the salute. Lacey Evans is really funny on social media because people will like try to like be on her team or whatever, and she'll be like, judging from your profile pic, you couldn't last 1 second in the military. Why don't you go get a job at McDonald's? I was like, oh no, not
Lacey
the
Evans is
McDonald's.
giving out career advice now.
Yeah, go. Yeah, she's like, I hear McDonald's is hiring.
Man,
Oh no, but no, she's great. I love the
her
forcing people
forcing
to
the
salute.
salute was funny. The Cobra Clutch is
And
good.
like she saluted, like she had her and she saluted her. She like has her in a headlock and then salutes. You're like, wait a minute, how's that work? So yeah, that's good. I mean, yeah, this is good. Let's bring her back up a bit, like slowly do it, because let her get used to this, character or whatever. You want fries with that, soldier? I know. Oh my god. Okay, then we had Sonya Deville. It's like, oh no, there's no like, no, you're not getting enough.
Can I tell you, Adam Pearce between Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green? First of all, Chelsea Green, I got to complain about that Raw manager. Where's the SmackDown manager? I'm the SmackDown manager. She's
Let
like,
me speak to the manager.
and facial miasma? That what?
And she's like, yeah. It's like, I want to speak to the manager of SmackDown. It's like, the manager of Raw going to send a complaint. It's like, yeah, that's me. I'm the same guy. And then this week, and then yesterday, she's like, I'm sending an email or I'm sending a letter to the manager. She's like, yeah, I received those and I responded.
I want to stay.
This is a really funny angle.
Chelsea
It's very
Green
funny.
is hilarious. I cannot stop. Putting her and Sonya together was a masterstroke.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, you two are my biggest pain in the asses. You're teaming up against Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan.
Yeah, because they keep coming out and bugging for stuff. It's like, why are you here? I demand that there's a match. It's like, no, you don't just come in and demand matches. Like, and then Chelsea comes in. It's like, I need to speak to the manager. It's like, oh,
This is genius, man. I was laughing through the entire.
Yeah, she's doing the Karen gimmick, which is pretty funny. I feel bad for people named Karen because, come on, I mean,
Chelsea Green is perfect. I'll get to the Raw thing. Like I love Chelsea Green in The Office with Adam Pearce.
Right.
Like, we can make this he should give her Sonya's job. And then Sonya and Chelsea can feud over the job. And Adam Pearce doesn't want either one of them.
Yeah, whoever wins gets the job or something. And then
there's your WrestleMania match. There you go.
There's your WrestleMania match, gets a job or whatever. And then it's like, then they just keep fighting over it. Okay, so then we had Natalia, and so then Shayna, that whole thing played out.
Yeah, they brought that back, and then
they brought that back. Shayna came down, and she came down.
Whatever. She gave her another knee, but I noticed it wasn't to the nose this time.
No. And then Ronda came out.
Yeah, there's the tag team.
Yeah, and then right. That's what they were setting up. Then Shotzi comes out, and then
they both got destroyed by Shayna and Ronda. Which, honestly, if Shayna and Ronda are going to be the tag team, and they beat Damage Control, they need to go on an extremely long run as champs.
For sure.
Decimate teams. make them the new, longest reigning tag team champion.
Yeah.
Like, make those if Ronda Rousey is chosen to be a tag team wrestler with Shayna Baszler, have it mean something.
This would be a good chance to do that. And I think people would be way more willing to buy into that.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, it's not always everything on Ronda. Oh, she has to win everything. Because like at some point, and I didn't realize this, and I should have, we bought some of the autographs from the website, and they actually had Ronda's autograph on a plaque. It was a bit expensive. It was like 200 American, but I think it went down to like 170. I thought maybe I should get it, and I didn't. And it sold out, of course. And then I realized maybe I should have gotten it because that's still who she really is. Like Alexa Bliss is now gone for a bit, I heard.
Really?
Yeah, I heard she's going to be taking a break for a bit now. It's like, which sucks. But, it's like Alexa Bliss is not her real name. It's not Lexi Kaufman or whatever. So it's like, it would have been cool to have Ronda's because that's Ronda's real like name or whatever, right? But anyways, it's not just like it's not just her wrestling name. I don't know if Ronda Rousey's her actual real birth name. I think it might be though. But yeah, anyways,
name, as Becky Lynch would say.
What's that?
Her government name is, as Becky Lynch would say.
Yeah, government name. Yeah, so I think that'd be an awesome tag team and let them just reign supreme. And then we had Sonya and Chelsea versus Liv and Raquel. So that, I mean, what did I write here? I can't.
So Ronda Jean Rousey. Yes, it's her real name.
It is her name. Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah, I thought it was her real name. What did she said? Oh, I wrote a note here. I can't tell what I wrote here. Chelsea said something like no. Oh, I can't remember, but she didn't. I love how she didn't want to tag and stuff.
Yeah.
And like that whole story was super funny, the two of them together. And Raquel just like destroyed all these people, and she power bombs. Well, she planted Liv onto Chelsea. That was kind of interesting.
I just had one gripe about this whole thing. I love Sonya and Chelsea together. I love them not really getting along, but being forced to.
Right.
I don't like. So Liv and Raquel had this whole thing where Liv slapped Raquel, and then Raquel beat Liv in a match. Where was that? Because I feel, honestly, you have Liv and Raquel. We're heading towards a heel turn on one of them.
Right.
Right. And I feel the natural one to do is Raquel. But I somehow feel they're actually angling it a bit more to Liv.
I think Raquel's just not going to turn heel. Like, she's just too.
Yes.
Yeah. The heater
that would be good.
Yeah. So that's fine. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Double C, what's going on? The other Oscar Raquel. Yeah, that's what I. So I put a poll up, Steve, but I can only have 4 options.
Okay.
So
Natalia's not winning. Carmella's not winning.
Yeah, so I put Natalya, and I put Liv / Natalya because Liv would have a better chance over Natalya, and then I put Nikki / Carmella just because I feel that Nikki would have a better chance over Carmella, and then the sole ones would be Asuka and Raquel. So everyone's voting for Asuka right now, according to
my vote's for Asuka. Asuka came. Well, we'll talk about Raw. But anyhow, with SmackDown, like, I don't like when one woman slaps another. They have a match where they beat each other up, and the next, 2 weeks later, they're all smiles and giggles. Let's tag team and beat up this random tag team who just got formed 5 minutes or previously. Like, I wanted there to be more of a story between Raquel and Liv. I don't think Liv slaps Raquel and Raquel forgives and forgets that easy. I don't care how much she smiles and shows her back muscles. Right. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Those back muscles can heal all wounds.
I'm telling you, man. If I show you the back muscles, we're good.
If I did that, I'd throw up my shoulder. I can't even put my arms back.
End up traction, to be honest with you. So
I can't even lift this arm. I can't even lift this arm past here. It's like it's like, I don't know. I've got like dead shoulder or something. It's like I used to. Sorry.
Frozen shoulder.
Frozen shoulder. Yeah. I call it dead. It sounds cooler. It sounds like you've been in a fight. Frozen shoulder just means like you're an old man who can't move his arm. You're like, yeah, I got a dead shoulder. What happened? Oh, dude, man, I can't. I can't reveal that information.
I can't show it. I can't say that.
I can't tell you that.
Let's just say I was subbing in for Adam Pearce and I had to ran into Chelsea Green.
Charlotte interview, Rhea wasn't ready, blah blah blah. I mean,
how the hell is Charlotte Flair face? That interview was dripping heel. I was like, you've actually made me cheer for Rhea a bit more now because you set her up in the underdog role. This Charlotte face turn, I kind of get it, but it's weird. It's weird to me. It's just weird to me. She's a heel. In real life, she's probably a lovely person. I've seen interviews with her. She seems really with a good head on her shoulders. But her wrestling persona is like her father's. She is a freaking heel. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. And even that interview that she did with Ari, like she even said it herself. She's like, it's just, she's like, it just doesn't come across as sincere.
Yep.
Like, and she's like, I'm being as sincere as I can. She seems like a super nice person, blah, blah, blah. Yep. But like, she's like, it just doesn't come across as sincere, and it doesn't. It just feels like, you're.
She is a tall, built blonde. You look at the history of tall, built blondes, they rarely are faces. It's just not what we expect. And she comes out, she's got Queen on her frigging back. She does this. She's got the big music. There is absolutely nothing in her entrance, in the way she speaks as a character, and even the way she wrestles. She is dominant. There is nothing anywhere in this act that says face to me at all. It just feels like she's a face because we need her to be a face.
That is what it is. So, I mean, yeah, it's fine, but like, we'll see how it goes. Okay. Then we have Raw. So Raw, a bunch of stuff. So
Raw
Becky
didn't stop with the women. I was like, what the hell? I kept having to stop and like, oh my God, more women.
Yeah. So Bex came out in a dress, which is great. She's like, I even got all spiffied up
for you guys. Yeah.
That was great.
More Adam Bailey, Becky stuff.
Bailey, the peg leg.
Peg leg. I was laughing. Yeah, that was good.
Bianca came out, and oh my God.
Oh, I know.
It's like, okay.
Like, now I know why Montez Ford loves her so much.
Yeah. And they're like, we're gonna have a triple threat match, which we'll get to. So that entire thing was really good.
Yeah.
And then Rhea attacked Beth from behind. Yeah, that's just rubbish stuff.
Hit her with the riptide. Yeah, here's the problem. I don't see how Edge and Beth lose that match, but I also don't see how you have Rhea lose in the pay-per-view before she's challenging Charlotte Flair. Unless Finn eats the pin, it's...
Well, he'll have to. But he'll have to.
That's the only way, because I don't see Edge and Beth Phoenix losing this match.
Yeah, I don't
see it. I don't think you want Edge versus the Judgment Day in WrestleMania. I really find that weird. And the match that they're having at Elimination Chamber is the match I expected to happen at WrestleMania.
It's early.
So I'm like, I mean, I get it. You want Edge to wrestle in Canada.
Yep.
I get it. This is probably the last time Montreal's going to see him wrestle. But this is just very dodgy timing to me. Very dodgy.
Yeah. I don't even look at this. Maybe they're listening.
Yeah, Brian, Bray Wyatt has gone off the rails. I'm sorry. Like, they brought back the Firefly Funhouse. Say that fast, Reshined. To
That
sort
that
of
that.
give him something. But like this Uncle Howdy thing, they just drew it out too long. No one cares. That pitch
I
black
super
match,
don't care.
yeah. That pitch black match was 5 minutes. It was much to do about nothing. They need to hit the reset button somewhere with all three of those guys. Yeah. Bailey was so awesome, like with that style
awesome.
with big long hair.
She's awesome. Yeah, I know. I can't. I can't. Bray, no. It's a no. She comes off as a girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then she discovered how great you truly were and stayed on. Yeah, right. I'll say this, right? Alexa's remixing favorites. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The music generally is pretty good now. It's come a long way. I found, you know what I found the other day? My CD, the three CD where it was regular. It was like the classic music. Then it was the Attitude Era.
And then it was the present era.
Yeah, that was so cool. And you had all the different songs and everything. One of the ones that held up from the old one was Gold Dust. Yeah. That music was really good, and that held up good.
Jericho
was great. Yeah. Got to look like, oh yeah. Piper Niven is going up, man. She's going places. So that was the next match. I like Piper Niven. I think she's great.
I love her, the Loch Ness slam. I'm like, oh, that's an awesome
move. I like that.
It's basically essentially the same move Baron Corbin makes, but no one remembers that because Baron Corbin rarely gets much of an offense in anymore. Guy,
he's done. But he said on his interview, he's like, oh, I defeated Roman Reigns. I was the last person to defeat Roman Reigns, right? Is that what he said? Yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy if that's true. I don't remember, but
I'll be honest with you. I fast forwarded to all the men parts this week because of just time.
So did I. I did most of them as well. Not the Sami Zayn, not Sammy and
Cody.
And Cody though. Cody's like the best.
I know.
I like Cody. I like Roman too. It's gonna be good. Cody Rhodes is like on fire. It's like I don't look at the men's merchandise or toys, but I might have to get Cody Rhodes figure, maybe a shirt or something. I'm not. It's all like Lacey's whole theme is American too. It doesn't bother me. I'll wear it out. I'll wear a Captain America shirt, right? So it's like doesn't bother me. But yeah, he's awesome. You have all the old CD. I don't have Power Driver, but I do have the others. I do have the CDs. You don't have Power Driver, do you, Steve?
I had it on tape and
don't
wear anymore.
Oh. Power Driver. Yeah, it hurts just like a Power Driver, which is now illegal.
I love Demolition's music.
Here comes the axe. Here comes the smash. The demolition. Walking disasters. Yeah, pain and destruction or something. I can't remember. I can't remember the whole thing.
Are coming your way.
Well, I got Demolition. You can't see them. My Mortal Kombat poster's covering them, but Demolition, I've got the small ones right there, so you can't see them. But yeah, okay. So then we had Carmella, Nikki, Asuka, and there was something there with Candice, which Nikki was just being weird, and she's laughing and stuff, and Candice is like, okay. So it was the Raw women versus the SmackDown women. So we had Liv, Raquel, and Natalya. And like Asuka just started beating everybody up at one point. Like this was just like, what the hell is going on here? There was just like it was
first chaos. Of all, you have a certified lunatic in Nikki Cross in the ring. I don't even think she works in tag team. I'm surprised she actually left to work in the tag team.
She almost ran down Carmella.
Yeah, like Corey Graves, like, Carmella, look out behind you. That's her tag partner.
I gotta say this real quick. This is literally, there was a TV show called Sledgehammer, which I absolutely love. Guys in the chat, if you don't know what Sledgehammer is, look it up. It's the best show. It's only 2 seasons. And the ending of the first season is Sledgehammer ends the world. He sets off a nuclear device and kills everybody. And then season 2, they got canceled, so they said, "F it, we're ending the world." So they end the world in season 1. Do you know this, Steve, or no?
I own Sledgehammer. I watched it.
Oh, you own Sledgehammer. Okay, yeah. So they end the world, and then it's like the next season. They're like, "Well, we'll give you another season because this was crazy." And the next season starts off by saying, "This season is 5 years before the last season." They copped it out on purpose just to be dicks. They're like, "Yeah, okay."
My favorite scene of all is Sledgehammer. Yeah.
Oh no. So this is about, I'm just giving the backstory. Hold on. My thing I wanted to say was, it's like where Sledgehammer's in court.
Yes.
This is what you're. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So he's on trial for murder, and then there's like the court reporters are outside, and then like the guys, the attorneys walking in. They're like, "Let's get a word from some of the attorneys." And they're like, "Do you believe Sledgehammer's guilty of murder?" And he's like, "Yes." And he walks by. They're like, "Oh my God, is that the prosecutor?" And I was like, "No, that's the defense attorney." That's Sledgehammer's lawyer.
I love the captain on the stand.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened. And he's talking and he gets angry. He's like, and then I grabbed him and I'm shaking him, and it goes back to the courtroom and he's doing it in real life.
Yeah. Like he's telling the story, and it's a flashback, so you're seeing what happened. And then in the flashback, he grabs him, and then in the real life, he's grabbing him. They come back and he's in the court grabbing him. But they showed we gotta do a Sledgehammer stream. They show footage. They have security footage of the man being murdered. So they show the footage, and like you can see an arm come out. It looks like Sledgehammer's arm because he wears these jackets, and it shoots the guy. And Sledgehammer in the courtroom is like, "Can we rewind and see that again? That was awesome." It's like, "Can you rewind that? I want to see it again." But the best is like, "Do you believe that Sledgehammer's guilty of murder?" "Yes." It's like, "Oh my God, is that the prosecutor?" "No, that's Hammer's lawyer." Oh shit, that was the best show. So that's what reminded me. It's like, that's your partner. It's like, "Oh, is that her opponent?" "No, that's her partner." It's like, oh. And then Oscar starts beating everybody up. They're like, "Wait, what happened here?"
Well, you got Nikki Cross, who's nuts. You got Oscar, who has come back nuts.
Right.
Oscar doesn't do interviews anymore. You notice that. There's no point to interview Oscar. She's off her rocker. And you have Carmella. She's not off her rocker, but she doesn't care about anyone. This is the tag team on this side. Right. And on the other side, you sort of got team sort of kumbaya.
Right.
Like, but not really. So,
right.
I mean, Asuka was only due, like, what I like that move she put, because I never liked the Asuka walk because it just looked weird, like hooking her chin in that. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But this move looked like it legit hurt. This, like, Asuka's come back as a killer, which is what we said needed to happen.
Yeah, she's the best. I love her. I've watched a lot of her YouTube videos on her channel, which is Kana-chan TV. And it's just her like playing rubbish video games or buying stuffed toys. It's like she went to go buy a Kirby toy, a stuffed toy. And so I watched her go buy a Kirby stuffed toy. I'm like, this is the best video ever. It's just her like doing some random things. It's literally just Asuka, no makeup, in normal clothes. She still has the hair because it's colored. Just walking around doing random things in life. I'm like, this is awesome. I'm just like watching her walk around and do random. She went to go buy a Kirby stuffed toy. I'm like, this is the best video ever. It's like and subscribe. It's like, all right.
I don't know if you watched Up, Down, Down.
Is it a channel?
Yeah, it's Xavier Woods. He's Austin Creed on that, and it's just wrestlers playing video games and having tournaments.
Well, I have. I saw Asuka and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Playing. And then they're like talking about like what Japanese language they speak and like what version she speaks. Osaka, Japan, whatever. So I have seen that. I didn't know that that's a recurring thing. That just came up.
They have championships. So,
oh my God,
Seth Rollins is the Up, Down, Down champion, and Shayna Baszler is the left, right champion.
That's great. Is that on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that just came up. Just like, okay, oh, that's so good. Okay, hold on. So up, down, down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I found it.
Oh, let's make it popular.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. So I'll subscribe to it. All of these things keep coming up in my feeds because, like, I saw Dakota playing a game or whatever, and I thought it was just them mess. I didn't realize it was a
No,
thing.
it's a thing, man. They've also done like board games. They've done Hero Clicks with the wrestling.
Oh my God, really?
They've
That's
done all.
awesome.
They did a was it WWE 22 or it was last year. They had a tournament. Becky was there with Seth Rollins.
Right.
Seth picked Becky versus I think it was Bianca Belair. Bianca wasn't wrestling; it was or fighting wrestling. It was someone else. I can't remember, or was it Liv Morgan? I can't remember. Anyhow, Seth Rollins picked his wife as the female because they had to pick female, and it's like you better win because it's with and Becky never broke character in the entire
Oh,
stream.
that's
She
awesome.
never broke character. AJ Styles lost to Seth Rollins, and AJ Styles in the was AJ Styles and Seth Rollins was Seth Rollins wrestling in the thing, and
Oh
Seth
my God.
Rollins won. AJ Styles freaked out. He literally was smashing the table with the controller and that.
Oh my
And
God.
Liv Morgan in the back, like, my God, like freaking, like she's like, oh my God, like sort of thing.
Like, what the
It's
hell?
it's hilarious, man. These
Oh
guys
my
are
God.
like you see it.
I
It's
subscribed. I subscribed. That looks great. Okay, so Dakota Kai does a lot of the. Oh, I follow her things. So there's a lot of stuff comes
yeah.
out for her. Yeah, they should do temporary tattoos. Don't get a neck tat. I don't know, Brian. I don't know if you got tattoos or not. Obviously I do. It's never going past this. I'll tell you right now. Like, I'm probably gonna do Skeletor over here. No, over here. I'm
Yeah,
waiting for. I might do Skeletor here. I gotta do Captain America. I still gotta do Daredevil. I gotta do a Wonder Woman. I gotta do still a few more that I'm gonna try to squeeze in. But don't do necks and faces, man. Unless you're a tattoo artist, and if you are, then yeah. And I think I can't remember. Was it who did we have in here? I have to go up on the comments. Can't see up all the comments. But yeah, don't do neck.
yeah.
Yeah. Big Boss Man was one of my first toys I had. And I put that. Yeah. Oh wow.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that now. That's totally cool. Okay. Then we had then it was the Bianca Bex Bailey, Sky and Kai were out there. They were attacking. Then everyone came out, and then it was like just a disaster. Then we had a manhandle slam, and then a KOD on. It was like
She
it was
KO'd
the manhandle
Becky on
Bailey,
Bailey,
and then
then
Bianca
something
won.
happened that was weird, and then she pinned her 1, 2, 3, which makes sense because they're like, we'll have a 7-person. I'm like, how are you adding a 7th chamber?
Yeah, how's that? I didn't like that idea because I
No.
thought to myself, how is that going to work? Because isn't it like each person's in a cage, and then
Everyone is in a chamber around.
Yeah, so how you going to add more chambers? Like how would you add them? Like they're not going to construct a whole new thing for that. So that was dumb. But the match I thought was pretty exciting.
Pretty good. Everyone coming out again. Nikki Cross just attacked anyone.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I love Bianca press slamming Io Sky onto all 6 women because I love things where it's like you look outside and there's just a bunch of dead bodies lying around. Like
those are the best. Yeah.
I think that's hilarious. The weirdness was when she KO'd Becky on Bailey, it doesn't make sense that Becky would roll off.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I've seen several match finishes where the match was ended by someone doing their finisher on top of someone else. And they just pinned them.
Yeah, they could have just Bianca could have just moved her.
Yeah. I didn't quite understand why Becky rolled away. Because wouldn't you just lie there if you've been knocked out? Why would you roll out of the ring? Yep.
Yeah, a triple threat is no DQ, right?
Right.
So I guess that's the excuse for it. But like,
I,
it is weird. It's like, I mean, the refs like, oh, hey guys, like literally, they're just. It's like, what was my one of my favorite lines from Gorilla Monsoon is where it was Mr. Perfect and Ric Flair. And like it was a Ric Flair match, and and he's like, Mr. Perfect spent just as much time in the ring as Flair did. Because he was there cheating like crazy. It wasn't a tag match, it was Ric Flair, it was Mr. Perfect and he's like, fucking Mr. Perfect spent more time in the ring, just as much time in the ring as Flair. Oh Christ. I was talking to everybody today at my job who none of the people at my job know or care about wrestling, but they just like I'm sure they don't like, but they're just like, well, J-Man's just going to talk about it, so we just have to, we're
They're
just forced to
entertained
listen.
by you.
They're just going to be entertained,
about
right? Yeah. And so I was telling them about the Shawn Michaels, Mario Jannetty thing in to talk about, to bring up Toxic Attraction. Usually when I end off, I'm like, okay, I know you just listened to me talk about something that you don't absolutely care about at all. Here's a picture of Tiffany Stratton on my phone. And then they're like, oh my God, I'm like, there you go. It was all worth it now.
Here's something you will care about. Boom.
Here's something you will care about now. And they're like, okay, you got to pass. That was good. You can tell me, it's like, you can tell me about female wrestling anytime you want. Here's a picture of everybody involved. No, but oh dude, but that was the best. But anyways, it's just like, yeah, the ref is like, oh, hey guys. It's like, oh, okay.
Bobby Heenan was the absolute best with that thing where Marty Jannetty was trying to get away.
Yeah, he jumped through the window. It's like,
he's trying to get away. He jumped through the window. It's like he was kicked through it.
Oh, that was just the best.
Bobby Heenan blaming a man who's just been betrayed and assaulted is possibly the greatest. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I didn't like Becky rolling away because it's just too weird. Otherwise, I'm fine with it. I don't really want Bayley. Bayley and Becky not being in the Elimination Chamber is odd. It is odd, right? Because you got in there a couple of people who I'm like, is it in their contracts they have to be in X number of pay-per-views per year? Because there's Natalia's not winning, Nikki Cross isn't winning, Carmella's not winning. It's between the three people Double C said. Liv, Raquel, Asuka. My pick is Asuka. She's got the most momentum right now. Mm-hmm. She's sort of now, she's not really a face or a heel anymore. She's now a tweener, in my opinion. She could go either way. The only other person to put in there is Raquel. I don't think Liv versus Bianca is a WrestleMania worthy match. Sorry, not sorry. Only if Liv was champion would I think that was worthy. But like Raquel, just because the power element, but she's lost too many matches, too many.
It's Asuka.
It's gotta be Asuka.
It's
Why
Asuka.
go through all this stuff if you're not
her change? Yeah, she's got her new makeup. She's got a whole new thing going. It's like wardrobe, like the whole thing. There's the new mask.
Yeah.
There's just like, no, it's Asuka. There's not even a question.
New theme music.
New theme, right? So yeah, she's gonna win. Jess Ventura going off into Tony Schiavone, yeah, because it's no DQ. Just call him Jess. Can you use like Tony? Oh my God!
I love Jesse. The occipital protuberance area I will never forget, because Pro Monsoon said he dropped him right on his occipital protuberance area, and Jesse Ventura paused because he was literally thrown off by Pro Monsoon saying that, and he literally turned. I think this wasn't even in character. He's like, "The what?" He's like, "The bump on the back of your head."
Yeah, so he was thrown on the back of his head, like.
Yeah, and then Jesse Ventura was like, "For everyone, for you, it's that. For the rest of us, it's the bump on the back of his head." Because Gorilla Monsoon was the best about explaining the exact, precise area of the body that was being attacked.
Right. Yeah, he knew all of the.
He's the only one who ever said that hit him right in the sternum.
Right.
Everyone else was like, "The what? What?"
Oh man,
Yeah,
there was some great. Yeah, no, I do remember that, and that was awesome.
Win if
Yeah, I don't
you
know. There's so many good guys back then, man. Like,
win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
yeah, yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
like he's wrestling. Jesse's wrestling Tito Santana, and he's calling him Chico throughout the. You can hear him yelling Chico at him during the match. He can't stop.
Yeah, it's like, dude. Oh, he'd be canceled
Oh, he'd be dead.
instantaneously there.
He'd be dead.
Well, Jesse the Body's coming to our to Niagara
Niagara.
Falls, so I'm looking at stuff. Lita's got so Lita, so this place does I have so many iPads around me that when one thing gets like like an update or something, or like a notification, it's all of a sudden boom, boom, they all light up at the same time. It's like notification on my screen, notification. It's like, what is this notification? Watch live now. Okay, so it's like one of the channels that I like is live now. You're not supposed to be going live when I'm live. Unsubscribe.
There you go.
Yeah, so they also do table pictures.
Okay.
So you can do the photo op, which is a professional photograph, like the way we have, or you can just take a picture at the table. Like you just go stand next to the autograph table and take a picture there.
Yeah, that might. I for a minute I thought because it's table and it's wrestlers, I thought you were going to say you have the you can pay and they'll put you through a table.
Yeah, put you through a table. No, it's usually like a lot cheaper. So it might be like $50 for a table picture, and it might be like $100.
Well,
so if you don't care, like
it's also something because lining up, like the lining up, like, and it's not even that bad at like Fan Expo, but the lining up and the waiting around gets annoying, especially if you're getting multiple photos and multiple autographs. It just, you feel like you're in a lineup all day long.
Yeah, you can't do the one at the table if you're doing multiple people, because that's autographs, that takes forever. Like I'll meet the Terrifier people and I'll get photos at the table, unless Art the Clown is in full Art the Clown gear. In that case, I might do the professional photo op, and we'll see what it is. Like I would have done. I'm kind of thinking I should have done the Scout and Daniel Harris bloody, like where they're all bloody. That would have been really cool. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. Flying jalapeno. Cancelled. Yeah. He's canceled. That's it.
Yep. Bye, Jesse.
Oh my God.
Well, he became governor of Minnesota, so it's not like he fell into a lesser gig anyway.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so
Elimination Chamber. What are the picks?
So let's take a look here.
Oscar.
Oscar's gonna win for sure. I'm like pretty confident.
Yeah, me too.
The matches. Roman Reigns, Edge. Well, that's it. What are is that the only match there is for us?
Well, I guess the mixed match.
Yeah, well, we know Edge is gonna win that. I don't see Edge losing any match until he retires now.
Unless he wants to put someone over.
That's true. And I've got that one. That was in Toronto.
That was in Toronto.
But yeah, okay. So I'm looking. Yeah, that's it. Wow. Is there only 5 matches?
Yeah.
I guess those elimination chamber matches themselves are pretty long.
They are, because you got 6 participants.
Yeah. What's the time in between? Is it like 5 minutes or 10 minutes? It's like a longer time.
I think the first one is 5 minutes, but I don't know if it like shortens. I don't know.
All right, let me see elimination chamber match. I mean, I remember having this conversation last time.
Yeah, I do too. Because you were like, "What's the elimination chamber? What the hell? How does that work?"
And then I still forgot.
That was the elimination chamber where Brock Lesnar kicked out of his own pod.
Yeah, so that didn't even make sense.
Bobby Lashley was murdered. He actually got legitimately concussed.
Let me look at the rules here.
Someone was thrown right into his chamber.
Okay, so 2 competitors begin singles match with the 4 enclosing pods. Yeah, okay, it doesn't say the time though. Why does it not say the time? I don't understand. Okay, whatever. There's some certain time, and then or does one get eliminated and another one come out?
No, I don't think so.
No. Oh, here we go. 5 minutes. Okay.
5 minutes? Okay.
Yeah. 5-minute intervals.
The Elimination Chamber was the only good thing that came out of that Bischoff era for me.
So it pretty much has to be, it's probably like 45 minutes just because like half an hour of it is just getting everybody in. Well, 5, 10, 15, 20. So guys
and then
start
you
off.
Have, it's elimination. So it's like
pinfall and submission.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so it's gonna it's probably like 40 minutes minimum.
Yeah.
So it's probably so it might even be like an hour long.
You have to feel the Roman Reigns Sami Zayn match is going to go on for a while.
Yeah, so I mean, realistically, this might not be one of the longer ones.
3 hours, I'd say.
Elimination Chamber 2023. Let me see the matches again. So we have the male one. So that'll be, let's say that's an hour. The female one's an hour, or for, let's say 45 minutes each. So that's 90 minutes. Roman Reigns versus Sami. Edge and Judgment Day won't be that long. That's probably like 20 minutes or something. So 90.
Most of these things are 10 to 15, and then the big long ones, the bigger matches are longer.
Yeah, so it's probably like 1, 2. Yeah, it'll be 3 hours.
Yeah.
The 2 chambers will be like 45 each, so it's like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Brock and thing might be a bit longer. Roman and thing might be a bit longer, than the Edge will be the shorter one.
Yeah, Brock and Bobby Lashley had a shorter match at Crown Jewel because I think Brock blew out a wheel in Saudi, if I remember. So they might do a bit longer this one to
make up for that one.
Yeah, and like we might be treated to Brock Lesnar destroying the ring again, like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I remember that.
That was pretty beats, man.
That was beats. We've got 5. I'm going to close the poll because it's 5 people voted and they all said Asuka. It's Asuka. It
has to be.
Like, I just don't see anybody else even remotely having a chance. So, but, all right, guys, I think that'll do it then. Tomorrow night, Steve, are you coming tomorrow night?
I have to. I rewatched Roadhouse, so
you don't have to. There's no gun to your head. It's like,
I feel bad because he did buy me the 4K.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, I guess I'm showing up here. All right, so Steve and I will be on the Action Elite channel tomorrow. The link to the Action Elite is in the description of this video, plus all my other videos. They do a lot of stuff. So we pretty much stream on that channel every Wednesday, though I think next Wednesday we're not going to be on.
Right.
But next Wednesday we'll do this stream on Wednesday.
Okay.
Because it's Family Day weekend for us coming up, which means I probably won't be able to watch any of the stuff on Monday. I might not be able to watch it on Tuesday, but Tuesday I'm doing a D&D session because we got all messed up and we kind of booked it wrong. So I won't have time to watch Raw anyways. And then I thought, well, maybe I could try to watch it Tuesday night, but then NXT is also on. So I was like, you know what? If we just do it Wednesday, then I know I can just watch all that stuff for Wednesday, and I'll just watch like everything right there, and I'll be good for Wednesday. But this Thursday, we're seeing Ant-Man, and this Friday, we're going to be talking. Sean and I are bringing back our Classic Comics podcast, which will now be a live stream. So it was a podcast, now it's a live stream. And we're going to be talking about Avengers number 8, the sort of first appearance of Kang the Conqueror, at least in the form that we know him as coming in this movie. We're not going to talk about Ant-Man and Quantumania. We're going to talk about Kang from the comic books.
Because
so
that's the thing we prefer.
Because that's the thing that people would like, yeah. Oh yes, we're gonna do a versus. Yeah, we will do a versus again. I'm trying to let Action Elite do the action versus and me do the comic book ones. So 3-day Mania, wow, that'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be crazy. But anyways, all right, guys. So if we don't see you tomorrow, hopefully we see you on Friday for Avengers. This is a classic comic, man. It's awesome. It's Kang versus all the Avengers. It's a pretty good issue. I reread it today just now before coming on the stream. So I'm looking forward to that. And we got lots of stuff on it going. I just bought a shit ton of comics today for some reason. I don't know why. A lot of stuff came out. So reviews are coming for all this stuff. All right, guys. Until next time.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man. And he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.